Welcome back to the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. We're here for Game 6 of the tournament between the 6th-seeded Twin Rivers Royals and the 11th-seeded Malden Green Wave. My name's Terry McVeigh. I'm here with Tommy Jaquez. Tommy, what are you expecting this game?
I think we're going to see a good game. You know, Malden's in a rebuilding year. They've failed to win a game so far this year. I don't know what Twin Rivers' record is. I look for it to be a very good game. Malden likes to get the ball and get it up down the court, and there's a little bit of rivalry. It's a friendly rivalry. You know, Zach Payne, the 6'8" young man from Twin Rivers, went to Malden and transferred this year over there. And they're all good friends, but you know how that goes. They want to beat each other.
That helps on the rivalry. This year, you're right. I think Malden is in a rebuilding year. Last year, we thought they were going to be in a rebuilding year after that marvelous team they had that won the district 2 years ago. But this year, they really are in a rebuilding year. But with Coach Eisen, they're going to rebuild. It may not be this year, but they're going to be good again.
Twin Rivers playing a lot of sophomores and freshmen.
They're playing a lot of sophomores and freshmen, and then, like I said, they may not reap the benefits, especially at the first part of the year. By the end of the year and next year, they'll reap the benefits of that. Twin Rivers always has a good, solid team. Again, they have the addition of the 6'7", 6'8" Zach Payne. They have from last year's team. They have Oberkramer back, who had a very good tournament here last year.
He sure did.
I don't know who else everybody they got back. I think there's Garrett Stockton, who played as a freshman some last year, will be playing some this year. But Twin Rivers always has a good, solid team. They're good fundamentally. Usually have one or two good shooters. So I expect this to be a very good game.
I think you're right.
Now we're getting ready to start 6th game. We've already had two good upsets, or two big upsets, I'd say, in the tournament. And the 3rd seeded Kennett Indians got upset by the Van Buren Bulldogs at 55-47. And then the game right after that, the 13th seeded Puxico Indians beat the Hayti Indians 72-61. Hayti was seeded 3rd. But Puxico and Van Buren, they seed 12 or 13, something like that. And it's hard to say that's a real big up. It may be an upset, but it's not a surprise.
There you go. That's very well put. That's exactly right.
The way those teams play, and both teams have new coaches this year, but they came in and played the same tough type of ball they played last year, and I was impressed with both teams. They weren't lucky wins by either team.
Yep. Yes, because you know that Van Buren being a very good Kennett team. Kennett loaded with talent.
And
Hayti's always had the talent. They can just get them together and keep them together. They're always a good team.
They won the tournament last year.
Right,
and they've got several guys back from that tournament team. So, they won this tournament and won the district last year. So, but Puxico and Van Buren, they're good, smart players, and they play hard. And it wasn't fluke that they won, because they just outplayed the other team.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Yeah, Kennett's loaded with talent, but Van Buren controlled the tempo and took Kennett completely out of the game.
And, you know, a good team will do that. They'll take a team, try to turn you around. You know, they need to slow that Kennett Indian team down, and they made them play that type of ball.
We're going to be ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. Yeah, Malden's coached by Robert Eisen, assisted by Yevgeny Sokolov.
That's it.
Is that good?
That's good.
That's close. Okay, and Twin Rivers coached by Rob Brown, assisted by Nathan Walk.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Oh.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Dontavis Benefield, number 3, will be start at the point guard.
Oh, he's very quick.
Travis Gregory, a 5'8 junior. D. Collier, a 5'9 senior, saw a lot of time play last year. Andy Matthews, one of the better athletes on the Malden team in the Malden school system.
Very hard worker.
Dwight Jackson, a 6'1 sophomore. It's a young team they have out there.
It sure is.
Andy Matthews and Collier are both seniors, but they'll play. Most everybody else is going to be sophomores and juniors. Garrett Stockton, the 5'9 sophomore. Kyle Oberkramer, the 6'2 senior. Good player underneath. Brett Whitlock, a 6'2 senior. Ryan Miller, a 6-foot junior, and Zach Payne, the 6'7 senior. Ball start for the Twin Rivers Royals. Payne and Matthews will jump center. Both teams have a pretty good contingent of fans. Twin Rivers controls staff gets back to Stockton. Looks like he'll run the point. Malden's back in a 2-3 zone.
This Overkramer gets down the corner, gets open. He can fill it up down there.
He can. There's Stockton underneath. Can't get it to go. There's Overkramer and scores the first 2. Overkramer will get his points up front too. He's just a good ball player.
Sure is.
Minifield and Collier are controlling it outside from Malden. Minifield being guarded by Stockton. Miller on Collier. Collier takes fade away, won't go. Payne with the rebound. Out to Miller. Into Oberkramer, and he dribbles it off himself out of bounds. Played 1 minute. Twin Rivers leads 2-0. D. Collier bringing the ball up the court for Malden. He'll be picked up by Miller. Gregory has it in the corner, back out to Minifield. Gregory gets on the baseline,
nice
gets it underneath.
pass.
And Jackson couldn't finish. Ball's off of Matthews hustling for the rebound. There's a nice entry pass from Gregory into Jackson. He just couldn't finish it. Malden's pressing. Gregory's back on Stockton, gets it up, and Collier intercepts, dishes it to Minifield. Minifield pulls it out. He didn't have the numbers. Gregory out to Minifield. Twin Rivers playing a man-to-man. Matthews free throw line extended. It's off. Payne again for the rebound. He's already has 2 early in the game. Miller back to Oberkramer on the baseline. He drives the baseline, puts it up and in.
Tell you what, that's a nice drive.
It sure was. That's 4 for Oberkramer, 4 for Twin Rivers, and they lead 4-0 with 5:30 left in the first quarter.
Twin Rivers got him trapped in the corner down there.
Gregory with the left-handed jump, can't score it. Run down in the corner by Jackson. He gets it out. Stockton's going to drive down off his foot. Oberkramer picks it up, feeds it down to Miller, and scores. Timeout, Malden. Score 6-0, 5:03 left in the first quarter. Looks like Malden's had some decent looks at
Sure
buckets. Twin Rivers is playing good defense. Malden's had some pretty good looks, but couldn't get them to fall. And Twin Rivers taking advantage of the turnovers.
Yeah, Malden's had one shot rattle in, rattle out, and had some good looks in the paint down there. But like that's this Overcramer now, he'll take the ball the hole on you now.
He will take the ball the hole, and like you said, you leave him open out front, he'll punish you out there. And we'll resume play with 5:03 left in the first quarter. Score 6-0 in favor of Twin Rivers. Malden will be bringing the ball up the court. Looks like Twin Rivers is going to try a zone trap route, pick him up a little past half court. Get Collier over in the corner, coughs it up. Matthews drives against Payne, puts the ball up, and Payne's going to get his first foul.
Andy Matthews was going to take it right to Payne that time, and he did a good job.
Well, that's what you need to do.
Right.
You can either go to the line. Two things are going to happen. You're either going to score the bucket or go to the free throw line,
that's
or
right.
both. So Matthews will shoot 2. Gets Malden on the board, 6-1. A little short. Payne with the rebound over to Miller. Ryan Miller bringing up the court. Stockton. Whitlock on the wing, back out to Stockton at the point. Whitlock squares up the shoot, buries it.
Oh, had to loosen that zone up. He buries a couple of out there.
Brett Whitlock, 6'2", senior. Makes it a 9-1. Dylan Krigler's in the game for Malden. Minifield gets it over to Matthews. Down to Hughes. He gets it stripped. Here comes Miller, and there's a good strip by Minifield. Good hands.
Take it all the way.
Take it all the way.
Oh, he lost the handle on a little bit, I think.
Lost the handle, but then recovered himself. Gets it over to Matthews, who gives a good press underneath to Hughes. Hughes just couldn't handle it. He really wasn't expecting it.
No, he wasn't.
That's one of the things about being a young player without
right.
a whole lot of experience. He's got himself in good position
Sure
last
does.
2 times down the court.
Number 3, Quentin Jackson, or 21, I think, came in the game.
He is.
He's a pretty good little ball handler.
They've got about 3 out there on the
Sure
court
have.
right now. With Minifield, Jackson, Krigler.
On the real small lineup.
Very small. Matthews underneath again to Hughes. Can't finish.
21. That freshman took it right in there and put it on the board, didn't he?
He's getting some time and put it right on the board. Took it right to him. Stockton, the sophomore, gets fouled by Hughes. That'll be his first foul. First team foul. Stockton will go to the line. Dylan Stockton, he got some playing time last year as a freshman. Played with his brother. I can't remember his first name. His brother was an excellent ball player.
Yes, he was. Dylan Stockton, I believe.
Dylan Stockton. First shot short. Kyle Lamar is in the game for Malden. Matt Boyles for Twin Rivers. Also for Twin Rivers, looks like Mason Oberkramer, 6-foot sophomore. So we got a lot of family.
Sure have.
The family tree's pretty narrow. Good shot by Stockton.
Twin Rivers going to press them full court. They got it beat.
3:10 to go in the first quarter.
Didn't take Kyle Lamar long to come in and
Didn't take
contribute.
him long. That was created by just good ball handling,
Sure
by beating the press and continuing to attack the press.
Exactly right.
Boyles misses, and down. Here comes Minifield down with the ball. 10-5 lead. Malden wants to cut into it. Randy Moore is in the game, guarding Minifield. Nice drive to the bucket by Jackson. He couldn't get it to fall. Here comes Oberkramer to Moore. And
he filled it up.
Randy Moore.
Nice little left-handed shot, filled it up.
5'9" junior gets his first two. It's 12-5 with 2:20 left in the first quarter. Again, Twin Rivers pressuring. Malden continues to attack it, except that time he made the mistake. He gets it over. He gets it over the half court and picks it up. Then he's got two guys around him, and the out of bounds and half court lines are also guarding. So he didn't have any place else to go but to bounce it off the Twin Rivers player and set it up out of bounds.
Because they had him trapped right where they wanted him.
Cole McBroom in the game. I think we had a McBroom playing last year. Matthews will trigger it in. He gets it in to Dylan Krigler. Minifield to Jackson. Jackson's a nice looking little player, isn't he?
Nice pass.
Matthews trying to get it down. He creates the foul. He got a little
charging foul on Matthews.
Yes, it was, and they was good position by Broom. For Matthews, that's his first second-team foul. Tinsley in the game now. Twin Rivers playing a lot of people. They get it up front for McBroom. Nice shot up by Boyles that won't go, and then Quentin Jackson with the rebound. Gets it to D. Collier's back in the game for Malden. Quentin Jackson, the two-pointer, won't go. Rebound by Cole McBroom.
Twin Rivers controlling the boards.
They're really controlling the boards.
Of course, Malden's got that small lineup in there.
Yeah, Malden does not have any. Matthews about the only one of the size they got. Foul on Matthews. B. Boyle's going up for the shot. Missed a little bit short. Matthews committed the foul. He'll shoot two.
I believe they gave that to 45.
Okay.
I thought they had Matthews too.
I thought they had Matthews. Kyle Lamar. Boyles hits the first. It's 13-5 lead for Twin Rivers. 1:10 left in the first quarter. And he's perfect. 14-5. Jackson bringing the ball down. He loses it. Up to Oberkramer. Oberkramer can't make the shot foul. Here comes D. Collier back down. Nice crossover dribble and drive. Can't get it to fall. Little contact, no foul. Cole McBroom gets the ball and bounces it off of Lamar. It'll go to the Twin Rivers.
Dwight Jackson back in the game. Kyle Lamar having a seat.
Kyle Lamar gave him some good minutes.
He sure did. Kyle's a good football player.
Don't believe Twin Rivers has one starter out on the court right now.
I don't think they do either. Nice move.
Nice move in by Matt Boyles. That's his fourth point. Extends the lead to 11, 16-5. 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Good steal by Boyles. Cole McBroom gets two.
18-5. 14 seconds to go in the quarter.
The Twin Rivers with their second team is Oberkramer. Swirls and spins. So there's another Oberkramer scoring on the paint. Mason Oberkramer. D. Collier in the corner. That was a nice flurry by Twin Rivers at the end to extend that lead. Looked like, actually, I think they scored the last 10 points. At one time, Malden had it to 10-5 and had the ball trying to cut it down, but then Twin Rivers kept them at bay and then had a good flurry at the end to increase the lead to 20-5.
Yeah, that little press they put on Malden hurt them.
Sure did. Okay, we're going to take a short break and be back in a minute with the second quarter.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices
when the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less?
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick. Salmon skin Steve roll. Steve in a blanket. Baklava a la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Okay, here we are back at the for the second quarter of the game between the Twin Rivers Royals and the Malden Greenway. Twin Rivers had it their way the first quarter, the 20-5 lead. The Malden had it at 10-5 at one time and had the ball, but Twin Rivers press really gave Malden problems, and Twin Rivers scored the last 10 points of the quarter. Malden will take the ball out of bounds. Malden's playing a very small lineup.
Sure, I played two sophomores, two freshmen, and a senior.
Yeah, and it's just a very small lineup they have in there and they need that for their ball handlers. They got some ball handlers, but then if they don't make the shot, they can't get the rebound. Pressure is giving Minifield all kinds of problems again, and luckily he got it off of the Twin Rivers player, and Malden gets the ball back in. Gregory's going to trigger it.
Raymond Wilson, number 23, and has the ball, is a good athlete. If he gets started, he can score for you.
There's Minifield trying to score underneath. He gets to Wilson. He goes up and just can't get it to fall. There's Jackson. Gets the offensive rebound. They reset the offense. Minifield again tries to get in, but he's just too small.
Well, yeah, you just can't go in there. Those balls are just too tall for you.
Malden's going to try to press. Twin Rivers looks like they have the same group they ended the first quarter with. None of their starters. Boyle's handling the ball out front. Over to Moore. He drives the lane, puts up a left-handed shot. It rolls off. Quentin Jackson or Dwight Jackson gets the rebound. Gets it to Minifield, who will bring it up the court. Twin Rivers getting ready to do a wholesale substitution. They're putting their starters all back in.
This group they got in there has done a nice job.
They're the ones that extended the lead.
Have.
Quentin Jackson with the ball out front. Minifield over and back. Went off of Minifield and he went back over the line and picked it up. It's better to pick it up than to let Twin Rivers get it for a layup. Hey, Twin Rivers with their starters back in will inbound the ball. Whitlock will trigger it in to Stockton. He's guarded by Minifield. Over to Oberkramer in the paint.
Oh, nice drive.
Nice pull-up shot by Miller, just wouldn't go. Stockton with the rebound and a good drive and put back.
They're just having their way on both ends of the court.
Yeah,
the Twin Rivers playing a nice game.
They're completely controlling the boards, and their pressure is, there's a 5-second call. Matthews couldn't get the ball into anybody. There's nobody to get it into. Now, one thing he didn't do, he probably could have helped him. He could have run the baseline there. Whitlock to Stockton. Stockton being guarded hard by Krigler. Ball a little bit behind Miller, and it's out of bounds. Malden will try to inbound, and they get it into Collier. But again, he's getting trapped in the corner. They get it up court, they attack it, and that was too hard a pass for that close.
Right there.
Nice run of the court. Just can't get it to go, but Payne's there to put it back. Payne's there again, still can't get it. And somebody tipped it up. I don't know. That was Oberkramer. Is it
I would
over
say
Kramer
so.
or Stockton? But I think it was over Kramer. Kyle over Kramer that time. Gregory pull up, nice little left-hand shot. Can't get it to go. Stockton over, put to Miller, over Kramer. Can't get it to go. Payne's there, and he's fouled. Like the foul's going to be on Tevin Hughes, his second.
Twin Rivers moving the ball up down the court real well. They're getting it down there, finding an open man. Just beating us down court right now.
Yeah, they sure are. Zach Payne beat the line to shoot 2. First one's no good. 5:31 left in the first half, and Twin Rivers is having their way. They're ahead 24-5. Payne hits 1 of 2, his first point of the game. Twin Rivers again pressing. Malden gets it up. But when they get it up in the court, they're going to get trapped in the corners. Twin Rivers is going to trap them.
Gotta have to move the ball. Twin Rivers take it away from you.
Nice little post move by Lamar. Just can't get it to go. Zach Payne there with big 6'7" boy taking the rebound. Whitlock again.
Oh, nice shot, Whitlock.
That's his second 3. Timeout, Malden. Scored 28-5 with 5 minutes left in the first half, and everything Twin Rivers is doing is right. They're hitting the threes. They've just hit 2, but they haven't shot very many. Whitlock's hit both of them. They've come out in the first 2 minutes of this half and scored, well, the first 3 minutes, I guess, and scored 8 points. It's 8-0. They're on an 18-0 run.
Yeah, Malden's just struggling both ends. They can't stop them, can't stay with them, can't score the basket. Yep. And, we're picking that ball up out there, as you said, and they're trapping us, and we don't have anywhere to go.
You don't have anywhere to go, and they're just more experienced. And at Malden, at first, they were getting some looks underneath. They're not even getting –
no.
The Twin Rivers defense is just completely stifling because Malden's not even getting looks. Minifield bring it up. He breaks the press. But then there's 3 guys around him.
Got him trapped.
He gets it to Lamar. Lamar tried to get it down to Matthews, and that's where it ends up. Matthews breaks the drought.
Well, it's been a while.
It's been a while. 28-7. There's the foul. No, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Over Kramer's out of bounds. The Malden press causes a turnover.
Sure did.
It's ball out to Krigler. He'll run the point, but he's going to be guarded hard by Brett Whitlock. Gregory down to Lamar. Lamar spins in the paint. Might have walked, but he didn't get it to go. Zach Payne with good outlet pass to Miller, and he lays it up and in. Ryan Miller with his 4th point. Just a good outlet pass, and there's only one guy back.
One dribble, he picks it up, and they've got him trapped.
He was fortunate to have been fouled.
Sure
Looks like the foul was on, I think it was on Stockton. It'd be his first, only the team's second. But you're right, he got it in the corner and dribbled it once and picked it up, and he was toast then.
He was done.
Yeah, he was lucky. There was only he was lucky to get out of that. That time he did a good job, got it around, gets to Krigler, puts it up and in.
Malden's going to have to get that ball like that, take those little jump shots, because we get down here and slow it down, they trap you, and we're done.
Yeah, you're going to have to hit the mid range. There's a good backdoor to Ober Kramer, and he gets fouled by Lamar. That be Lamar's second. And we'll put Kyle Ober Kramer to the line. But like you're saying, when Malden gets the ball underneath, the size of Payne and their other underneath players just didn't let Malden have much of a chance. And if you slow it up too much, they're trapping them, so they're going to have to get those mid-range jumpers to go. Dwight Jackson's back in the game, spelling Lamar. Ober Kramer hits the first, makes it a 31-9 game. Misses the second. Jackson with the rebound. Out to Collier. Collier gets it up the floor in a hurry. Gets it out to Matthews. Matthews pulls up and hits a good.
Last 2 times down the court, they moved the ball, stopped, popped that little jump shot.
Right.
It's worked for them.
They didn't try to make that extra pass underneath. They've gotten in trouble sometimes, and a young team will do that. They've been making 1-2, trying to make that extra pass underneath, and it's just not there. Got Alan Michael Shear in the game. That's his first action of the game for Twin Rivers. Has the ball out front. Loses it. Minifield picks it up. Good defense by Ryan Miller.
Yes, it was. Sure was.
D. Collier with the ball out front.
Got to move it now. Malden needs to move the ball. Playing right in their hands right now.
They're not spacing themselves well. Got too many guys standing next to each other.
That's what happens. They take it away from him.
And they take it away from him in the foul by Minifield on Whitlock. Good defense by Whitlock. Minifield's first foul. Team's 5th. 2:57 left in the first half, and Twin Rivers again does a wholesale substitution, bringing in 4 players. And if it does like it did the first quarter, they'll finish this quarter. And if they do like that, the first quarter, it's going to be 40. It's going to be 41-11.
Yeah, because they did a nice job.
There's Minifield stepping in the lane, doing a real nice job.
Stepped in that passes zone in, cut that ball out. It was a good hustle.
That was a good hustle. He anticipated well on defense and stepped into the passing lane and made a good steal. Overkramer bringing the ball up. That would be Mason Overkramer.
Nice ball handler. Sure.
Good pass. That's Kyle Overkramer still in the game. And he scores 2. And looks like he's going to go to the line for 1.
Yep, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this half. Twin Rivers leads Malden 33-11. Overkramer's a nice player all the way around.
He sure is.
Good athlete. See, he picked the ball up and he's hung up again.
Picked the ball up in the corner. Shear had the steal. Looks like a foul on the baseline. On Matthews, I believe.
I think that is. I think that's Matthews.
No, looks like.
Nope, called on.
No, that Minifield was
called on Minifield.
Overkramer's the line shooting 1-1, and he makes the first. They show that being the first on Minifield. I show that being the second. Tevon Hughes back in the game for Malden. Stockton short. Reaches right over Collier. Stockton got that rebound. I mean, not Stockton, Overkramer. Pulled down the rebound and got a shot off. Just couldn't make it go. Cole McBroom back in the game. Throw over to Dustin Tinsley, who's seeing his first action. Tinsley drives the basket nice. McBroom gets fouled. Nice offensive rebound. Looks like he was fouled by Hughes. That'll be his 3rd, according to me.
Yeah, I think that's what they're showing. He's come in, picked up 3 fouls pretty quick.
Misses the first. And makes the second. Nice efficient free throw style by Cole. Not much movement of the ball. Ball's out of bounds off of Twin Rivers. Matthews has it on the sideline. Trying to get it in. Gets it to Minifield. He breaks through 3 of them and he gets fouled. Foul be on Matt Boyles, I believe. No, he's not. Yes, well, he is. Matt Boyles. His first. Or Tinsley. Dustin Tinsley is first. Only team 3rd. Minifield gets up in the air. Nice steal by Randy Moore. Left-hander can't make it go. Fight for the rebound. Matthews knocks it out of bounds. Picked up by Boyles. And back out to Overkramer. Gets it over the Moore
nice
underneath,
pass.
and it
Got loose from him.
got loose from him.
He was looking for the right thing.
Yeah, Tinsley made the cut to the basket, and he just kind of threw it behind him.
Sure did.
So Malden will have it underneath their basket, or underneath the Twin Rivers basket. Have to go the length of the court. 1:37 left in the first half, and it's all Twin Rivers, 36-11. Matthews inbounds to Hughes. Off of Malden. Hughes touched it, and it's going to be Twin Rivers ball. It's another turnover caused by the press. Kramer will get it into Tinsley. Good backdoor cut.
Oh, that was nice.
That was a good backdoor cut by Randy Moore, but Kramer's pass just a little bit too high. So that's one from sitting up here, you can see that one coming. When he made the fake out to the outside and cut back behind him and passed just a little bit too high. Krigler gets trapped in the corner over to Matthews. Matthews passes way too high. He must have thought Ison was still playing.
He must have been, yeah. Robert had a hard time catching that.
Yeah, I think even Robert would have had trouble with that one. Malden pressing, Kramer bringing it down the court, being guarded by Quentin Jackson. Boyles has it fumbled and picks it up. Gets by Matthews into Moore. Moore puts it up, can't get it to go. Matthews has the ball. Little tangle of the feet, the ball is loose. And Gregory picks it up. Over to Krigler. Can't get it to go.
Nice rebound.
Nice rebound underneath, but Tevin Hughes, the 6'3" junior. Kramer in underneath McBroom. McBroom can't get it to go. It's off of Tinsley and over to Malden. Malden's lucky Twin Rivers isn't making all the layups.
That's exactly right. They got him tied up over there, and they fouled him. He's lucky he got fouled.
He's lucky he got fouled. He got in the corner and picked up the ball, and he was dead.
Yeah, he was dead in the water.
That foul was against Cole McBroom, his first. It's only the team's fourth, but 30 seconds left. 23-point lead for Twin Rivers. He had the shot. Jackson had the shot and pulled it up. Over to Krigler.
Take it away.
Nice takeaway by Kramer. He's going to take, but a good hustle by Matthews.
Tell you what, this Matthews will hustle every play of the game. He's in there. He'll play.
Well, it's the last 8 seconds of the first half. You're down 23 points, and he runs the length of the court to deflect that ball and get it out of bounds and give him a chance.
And the guy that threw it away stood there and watched the boy go the other way, and he gets to go to the bench.
Right.
Wilson's got to break away, see if he can take it all the way to the hole and lays it up.
Doesn't. Can't get it to go. Okay, we're at the end of the first half of the game between the 6th seed Twin Rivers Royals and the 11th seed Malden Green Wave, and it's all Twin Rivers. It's 36-13 in favor of Twin Rivers, and Tommy, it hadn't been that close, has it?
No, it really hadn't. Twin Rivers just had their way, and you know what? Coach Ison's a friend of mine, but he knows we're just going to tell it like it is. They've just been outplayed. Every aspect of the game, they've been outplayed.
They have so far in this game. We'll see what the second half brings.
Right.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Okay, we're back here at halftime in the game between the Twin Rivers Royals and the Malden Green Wave. Twin Rivers is up 36-13. Give me your thoughts about it first half, Tommy.
Well, I was really impressed with the Twin Rivers with their wholesale substitution. They'd bring in 5 at a time and not miss a lick. You know, they got a good bench. They got a good start.
They in the first quarter and scored 10 points.
They sure did.
Went on 10-0 run.
Yeah, and Malden just struggling. You know, these kids at Malden, you know, they're young. They're not throwing the ball away on purpose. They're trying the best they can. And, you know, school districts just run through this type of years that you just don't have the team that everybody would like. But these young men work hard every day, and they just have to keep working, and maybe good things will happen to them. You got to go with what the school district gives you, and that's just the way it is.
That's the one thing about high school.
That's right.
It's hard to reload.
That's right. You know, let me rephrase it. You're not supposed to reload.
You're not supposed to reload. It's just have the guys that are with you, and they've
that's right.
And they've had some players that started the season that aren't with the team anymore.
Exactly.
And that's probably one reason they got an 11th seed instead of even being a lower seed than what they are.
And you know, it's hard for these young kids to think, you know, they're following a lot of these good teams Malden had, and then all of a sudden they feel bad enough. And, you know, I feel for them. But as long as they work hard and give their effort, I know Coach Ison will be happy.
Well, and the way you're going to build a good program where the coach has control and you're going to build good young men is to take the guys that are wanting to play for you.
Exactly.
And play those guys. And Coach Ison is a classy man. He's an excellent basketball coach. And he's going to make something good out of this situation. I mean, you may not win a whole lot of basketball games, but he'll make something good out of the situation. Let's run down the scoring just a little bit for the Malden Green Wave. They only have 13 points. They're led by 5 points from Andy Matthews and 2 each for Dylan Krigler, Quentin Jackson, Kyle Lamar, and Tevin Hughes. Only shot 2 free throws, made 1 of those. The Twin Rivers Royals, I already have 9 people that have scored.
9 people.
And I think they've played 12.
I think that's right.
Because they made the wholesale, the 5-on-5 substitution, then they've had a couple of other guys come in. So they've played 12 players, and they've had 9 of them have scored. And they're led by Kyle Oberkramer, which is no surprise. He has 11 points. Brett Whitlock's hit two threes for his 6 points. Well-balanced scoring. Matt Boyles has 4. Ryan Miller has 4. Cole McBroom 3. Randy Moore 2. Garrett Stockton has 3. 2 for Mason Oberkramer, 1 for Zach Payne. So a well-balanced scoring for their 36 points. They've been to the line 13 times and made 8 of them. But that's what they've done. They're playing 12 players, and they're playing them a lot. And they're not missing a lick when they put in 5 new guys.
That's right. You know, we talk about Malden, and Malden is quick. This Twin Rivers team's quick.
They're very quick. They're quicker than what you think they are.
Quick, and they see the floor well, hit the open man. They're doing a nice job.
Yeah, when Malden gets the ball anywhere in the corners, they're dead.
That's right.
Because there's 2 guys, sometimes 3 guys on them. So, okay, we'll be back here for the start of the second half in just a minute. You're watching high school basketball on YHC.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava a la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276 4586 for all your insurance needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Okay, we're back here for the start of the second half of the Twin Rivers Malden game. Twin Rivers will get the ball out of bounds and leading 36-13. Looks like both teams have their starters back out on the court to start the second half. Stockton has the ball out front. He's being guarded by Minifield. Minifield picks up the foul, quick foul, trying to poke a steal. That'll be his second.
Oh, lobbed it into
underneath
Payne.
the Payne. He gets it up, but couldn't get it to go down. He'll go to the line. Foul's going to be on D. Collier, his second. Payne was 1 for 2 from the line first half. Hits the second. Second one rolls off. Whitlock's up the boards, can't get it to go. Zach Payne picks it up again. He's fouled by Matthews. Should be Matthews' second. Twin Rivers getting just about as many shots as they need.
That's right. That is right.
Already 3 fouls in the quarter for Malden. Payne hits the first again. Tevin Hughes back in the game, replacing Dwight Jackson. Jackson gets a few words from Coach Eisen. Payne hits them both. He's 3 for 4 from the line this quarter. Twin Rivers still pressing. Ball poked out of Gregory's hand. Knocked out of bounds off of Twin Rivers. Gregory will inbound up by the half-court line. Twin Rivers is going to trap at half court. Minifield gets it in the corner. He's triple team, gets it over to Gregory. Gregory's trapped in the back. Minifield gets it in to Matthews off his legs up to Whitlock.
Lays it in.
Scores. Nice fast break.
Twin Rivers picking up right where they left off.
They're off to a 5-0 start in this quarter. Lead 41-13. Krigler and Lamar are coming back in for Minifield and Matthews. D. Collier bringing it up front into Lamar, down to Hughes, blocked by Payne. Up front to Miller, behind Overkramer, and it's off of Twin Rivers. Be Malden's ball. 6:57 left in the third quarter. Malden trails by 28, 41-13. Twin Rivers picking up at half court. They're going to trap them everywhere they go. Gregory still hasn't got the ball past half court. Past half court, Overkramer with the steal, Miller with the finish. Ryan Miller with 2. And it's a 7-0 opening run. Might have thought that was a back court, but the ball never got past the half court line. His body got all the way across it, except for the hand and part of the arm that was controlling the ball. The ball never got past the half court, so it wasn't a good no call violation. Yeah, the official Bobby Godwin was right on top of it. Had a good view of it. Overkramer with the Payne. He gets pushed. No call. Out to Collier. Collier behind Gregory. Malden players are slumping their shoulders a little bit. It's understandable.
Yeah, it's a
Raymond Wilson in the game. Malden's going to try a little pressure. And they've had a little bit of success with it, not a whole lot. Quick hands by Krigler knocking the ball out of bounds. Whitlock will trigger it in. Breakaway by Miller, but he doesn't. They don't throw it to. Oberkramer's going to bring it up the court. He's going to take it, pull it out off of the wing into Payne. Payne again will go with the line. He just couldn't gather himself to get it up in time. Don't think he had a good grip on the ball. He started up with it and just couldn't finish it up. Fouls on Collier, his third. Again, Payne to the line. Misses the first. And makes the second.
6 minutes left in the third quarter. 44-13, Twin Rivers.
Krigler breaks the press with the dribble. Pulls up the jump shot, just can't get it to go. There's Payne again with another rebound out to Stockton. Stockton down the court, and a nice defensive play. It was a foul by Raymond Wilson. He got the ball, but he also got the body.
Yeah. Got a little bit of ball and a whole lot of body, didn't he?
That's right. Garrett Stockton will go to the line, shoot 2. He's 1 for 2. Makes his first.
Twin Rivers hitting free throws pretty good.
They're doing a good job on the free throw line. Quentin Jackson back in for Malden, replacing D. Collier. Stockton will shoot his second. And makes. 10-0 run for Twin Rivers to start this second half. Jackson in the corner, or Wilson, excuse me. He fights out of it and draws the foul. Looks like it's going to be on Zach Payne, his second. First team foul on Twin Rivers in this half. Andy Matthews back in. And he replaced Kyle Lamar. Raymond Wilson triggered inbounds. Krigler handling it out front into Matthews, and he can't shoot it over. Payne, Miller with the breakaway, and another 2 points. So another 2 points predicated off the defense.
Exactly right.
Matthews had a nice little turnaround, but
he sure did.
But he's not used to shooting against 6'7" guys.
That's right, and Zach will block a shot too. He's
a shot.
Pretty good shot blocker at times.
Okay, 5:16 left in the third quarter. It's 48 Twin Rivers, 13 Malden. Malden was played almost 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes 45 seconds of the third quarter. Malden has not scored.
Yeah, let me.
Really hadn't even got any good shots.
Sure hadn't. They hadn't got any good shots. Well, we're to pause the action. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you partly by Tommy's Convenience Store on Broadwater Road in Malden. Stop in to see Renee, Kimmy, and Christina. They always say, go away, but I wish they were here to say it a little louder tonight. They need the help. Twin Rivers, I'm impressed with Twin Rivers.
I'm very impressed with Twin Rivers.
I watched Malden play about 3 times this year, and they played over at Campbell. Campbell got a nice team, and Malden went over and played a very, very good game. And then Roberts had played real good about 3/4 down at South Pim.
Well, Twin Rivers, they've lost 2 or 3 games. One of the games they lost was to Portageville, and that was a close game up until Portageville went on a run, I think, sometime, about the middle of the third quarter. But I'm impressed by Matthews
scored the first 2 points of the half for Malden.
He's the high man for Malden. He has 7 of their 15. Down to Whitlock, little turn, layup, won't go, and he's fouled. Whitlock will go to the line. Looks like the foul is going to be on Raymond Wilson.
Yeah, I believe they did call it on Raymond.
That'd be his second. Whitlock to the line, shoot 2. Missed the first.
Well, Terry, it feels good up here calling this game tonight. They got the windows over something, a nice breeze.
Yeah, it's usually stifling up
here.
It sure is. But it's a good, nice breeze. That's a good thing we're wearing jackets.
Exactly.
We'd be kind of cold. Hey, Whitlock will get it in the paint. Twin Rivers ball. Whitlock shoots the three, nails it again. I think he's 3 for 3.
Oh, he has good form. Squares up
I
that
know he's
basket.
made 3. It's a good-looking shot. Gregory from the corner, just off. Zach Payne again with the 6'7" frame goes up for the rebound. Twin Rivers getting ready to do their five-man substitution. Miller into Payne.
Oh.
Payne with his jam.
Come off that little weave, he cut to the basket, he hit him a nice pass.
That was just a good two-man basketball on there. Nice little give and go. Got Payne underneath all by himself, so he can get the crowd thrilled up with the dunk.
Both teams have a pretty good crowd here tonight.
They sure do. Andy Matthews tries to get it down, but Payne reaches around with those long arms, gets it up, Stockton, and that was almost.
He scores it.
He scores the point. I didn't think he'd get that one.
I didn't either. I didn't think it was any way when that thing left his hand.
But foul on Krigler, his first or second. That must be where that other one from Menifeld came in. Menifield's coming in for Krigler. Yeah, the way he wrapped him up, I just didn't think the ball had a chance to go in because it was one of those fouls that if it hadn't gotten in, they probably would have. The Twin Rivers bench would have been yelling for an intentional foul.
Right, exactly.
Stockton makes his. He'll leave the game, and Alan Michael Shearer come in. And we got Tinsley, Mason Overkramer, Randy Moore also in the game.
Oh, nice pass.
Nice pass underneath, but Twin Rivers quickness, they get back. Malden's made a couple of those nice little passes down to the blocks, but the Twin Rivers players, the help defense, has come over and been quick enough to alter the shots. Three-pointer from the corner by Quentin Jackson. That's good. The first three-pointer of the game for Malden. It's like a violation in the backcourt. Ball out of bounds off of Twin Rivers. Unforced error. Matthews has the ball to Menifeld. Menifield's trying to drive by Moore and just lost the ball trying to get by him.
I am really impressed with the defense. Twin Rivers playing some good defense.
I think they're playing excellent defense. Trying to get their motion offense. That's another unforced error. That's 2 in a row off of Twin Rivers.
Sure is.
Tevin Hughes comes back in, give Dwight Jackson a breather. Quentin Jackson over to Menifeld, over to Gregory. Jackson being guarded by Shear. Menifeld by Moore, pulls it up and doesn't draw iron. He's making motion like he was hit on the arm. He's trying to signal that to the officials. But
didn't work.
They didn't work. And I think that might be one reason he's sitting on the bench.
I think so.
That's 3 in a row. That's 3 basically unforced turnovers by Twin Rivers. Though Malden was pressuring, that was another turnover really not caused by the defense. That's 3 in a row for Twin Rivers. Comfortably ahead, 56-18, but Gregory and Tinsley comes up behind Gregory. Never saw him coming. He was setting up for the 3, and Tinsley comes behind and knocks it aside. Mason over Kramer. Nice drive.
Very nice
that
move.
was an excellent.
He took that thing to the hole.
He sure did. A really good move for a sophomore. Gregory with the rebound. He gets it up to Jackson, feeling it for the 3 again. Matthews underneath. Just can't get it to roll. Matt Boyles gets the rebound. He's fouled underneath. It looks like the fouled underneath by Tevin Hughes. We'll go to the other end. It looks like we're going to shoot 1-1. Nate Alford and then Cole McBroom ready to come in. But McBroom be coming in for Boyles, but he's got a little business on the free throw line.
Right.
First, he'll shoot a 1-1.
He wants to stay in, he'll miss this.
Yes. He'll make the first one. No?
Oh.
Okay.
Can't come out now,
Yeah.
Coach.
Little aggressive foul Tinsley out front guarding Krigler. That's Tinsley's second team foul. And as aggressive as Twin Rivers has been in the defense, that's their second team foul this half. That's
and they played very aggressive, too.
They played very aggressive.
Just played smart.
Matthews to Krigler. Krigler pulls up, and he's short. Rebound by McBroom. Out to Tinsley. He's going to give it to Moore on the wing. Moore's going to pull up, drive the baseline, and get fouled by Matthews. That'd be his third. Team ninth. And Randy Moore, who has 2 points in the game, will go to the line for 2. Nice efficient free throw shooting style there.
Yes, it is.
He doesn't have a whole lot of movement in anything. Of course, every time you see a good left-hander in a Twin Rivers uniform, you think about Michael Lance and how good he was.
Oh, he was an outstanding player. And still doing well at Arkansas State.
He's still doing well at Arkansas State.
Love to watch that young man play.
I sure did, too. Underneath to Matthews, nice pass, good finish by Matthews. He has 9 in the game, 9 of Malden's 20. Oberkramer pull up, a little short. Matthews got a piece of that. Moore's underneath, pick it up, and stays with it. Still can't get it to go. Good hustle, good hustle.
Sure was.
Take away by Alford, and now back out to Oberkramer. They're going to set up the offense. Moore with three-pointer on the way.
Buries it. Nice shot.
Randy Moore with his first three-pointer, his 6th point of the game. Twin Rivers still pressuring the ball hard. It looks like Collier's fouled there. Looks like again by Tinsley. That might be his third team foul this half. Tinsley will come out, and Alan Michael Shearer back into the game.
56 seconds left, 62-20. Twin Rivers over the Malden Greenway in the third quarter.
Krigler out front with the ball. Twin Rivers hasn't let up. They're not pressing.
No.
But they're still going to play hard defense. Of course, these are guys that get a lot of minutes because everybody on their team gets a lot of minutes.
That's exactly right.
That'll be off of Malden, out of bounds. Tried to get the ball into Oberkramer, but deflected by Malden. Alford will key it in to Oberkramer. Oberkramer down to McBroom, and a foul by Lamar. That's his third. Cole McBroom go to the line. He was 1 for 2 from the line in the first half. Had 3 points. Again, a good efficient. That's the 16th free throw that Twin Rivers shot this quarter. Nice little pull up by Collier. Won't go. It's off of Malden out of bounds. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Well, I'm glad it's not the first quarter.
Yeah, that'd be kind of rough.
63-20 in favor of Twin Rivers. Oberkramer to McBroom. Nice little pump fake.
It sure
drives
was.
the lane, just can't get it to forward. Matthews has it. 4 seconds left. 3. And will it count? And they're counting the bus.
They're going to count the bucket, I think.
Counting the bucket. It looked like that went in, but Krigler. So after 3 quarters, it's Twin Rivers 63, Malden 22. We'll be back in a minute.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much. Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Okay, we're back for the 4th quarter. This is game 6 of the first day of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and the 6th-seeded Twin Rivers Royals are just having it completely their way against the 11th-seeded Malden Green Waves, 63-22. Of course, under Missouri high school rules in the 4th quarter, when there's a deficit of more than 30 points, they're going to have a continuous clock, except for timeouts. Twin Rivers still playing a good, hard defense. Overkramer bring the ball up. Malden just can't get anything to the floor.
Sure can.
But Broom underneath. That was Jerry Aldrich. That's his first action.
Good block by Andy Matthews.
Good block by Andy Matthews. Jerry Aldrich in the game with Twin Rivers. That's his first action of the game.
Malden's played hard.
Malden's playing hard.
They just can't get anything going.
They haven't quit.
They
just Shear from the corner won't go. Oberkramer with the offensive rebound. Matthews knocks the ball out underneath the Aldridge, and he can't get it to go. Matthews with the rebound. He'll run down the court. Shear stops him, a double dribble. He got a little bit ahead of himself. Shear made a good defensive play to kind of slow him up, and he double dribbled off of it.
There it is.
Dwight Jackson in the game for Kyle Lamar. Clock's running. There's 6:56 left in the 41-point lead for Twin Rivers. Malden's going to pressure. They're going to still play hard. That was almost a turnover by Oberkramer.
Yes, they are. They're still playing hard.
Play hard. Might have been some contact there, but Broom went down, got the foul, got the walking turnover. Gregory back in the game for Matthews for Malden. Matthews may have turned his ankle on that last trip down the court. He's taking his shoe off, checks up. Gregory will turn around in the paint, gets his own rebound, and can't get it over McBroom. Out of bounds to Malden off of McBroom. We got Stockton and Moore coming back in, Boyles coming back in. Shot too long. It's off of goes off of Aldridge. That was a shot by Jackson. He made a 3 earlier in the game, so he's feeling it. Inbound to Krigler. Can't get it to go. Good rebound there by Shear.
Good rebound.
Stockton's back in the game. He'll bring the ball up the floor. Being guarded very closely by Krigler, and a nice block by Jackson. Dwight Jackson. And he gets it taken away, and 2 points by Alan Michael Shear. First 2 points of the 4th quarter. Nice rebound by Jackson. Can't get it to go. Good rebound underneath by Boyles. He's fouled. Looked to be on Krigler, his third. Boyles to the line.
Things stay like they are and look like they're going to. The Twin Rivers Royals will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock when they take on the Van Buren Bulldogs. Very impressed with Van Buren today.
Van Buren played an excellent game today against Kennett. They come in as a 14 seed, and they just whipped Kennett, the third seeded Kennett Indians.
It's not going to get any easier for Malden when they have to take on the Kennett Indians in the morning at 11 o'clock.
I would hope that Kennett's going to want to redeem themselves. They've played well all year long, and they pretty much laid an egg in that game. Of course, Van Buren, give credit to Van Buren. Van Buren was the farmer making them lay that egg, I think.
That's right.
Gregory from the corner can't get it to go. There's good rebound underneath, but it's taken away and over to Boyles. Anytime Malden gets anything good going, somebody from Twin Rivers just takes the ball away from him. Boyles drives
right down the lane.
Right down the lane. Nobody can test him. As they've done with every quarter, Twin Rivers starts off the court. Now they're off to a 6-0 run. Minifield dribbles the ball off his. He's got his head down, but there's going to be some better games for that young man.
There's better days ahead for the Greenway.
For the Green Wave, for the whole Green Wave team, there's going to be better days ahead. They've got some quickness and they've got some athleticism.
I admire the kids for sticking it out. It's easy to quit.
It's real easy to quit.
Stick it out,
and they're not doing that.
No, they're not.
They're out there. Clock's running, 3:15 left. Tinsley drives the lane, gets it over to Boyles from the corner for three. It won't go. There's Minifield with the rebound. Up front to just can't get it to go to Jackson. And he gets his own rebound. Can't get the layup to go. Gets his own rebound, but he'll go to the line.
Very impressed with Twin Rivers, how they see the floor and hit the open man.
Clock running. Quentin Jackson hits the free throw. First points for Malden in the quarter. Jackson has 4 this half. And he hits both free throws. 45-point lead for Twin Rivers. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. Tinsley brings the ball up. Lamar's not going to let him get anything good. There's Lamar hustling, knocked the ball away from McBroom. And it is off of Lamar, but it's going to go back to Twin Rivers. Stockton will bring it in off the baseline to McBroom. Out to Alford. Stockton with a nice looking shot, won't fall. Tinsley with the rebound, trying to get the bounce pass. Now here's something impressive. They're up 45 points.
Right.
He doesn't just go up with the shot. He's trying to get a bounce pass, trying to play their offense.
Exactly.
And you like to see that.
I do. Minute 23 to go. Twin Rivers is 69, the Malden Greenway is 24.
McBroom to the line where he's 2 for 4. Again, the clock's running. There's minute 12 and counting. In and out. We're into the last minute of this game. And McBroom scores. Minifield bring the ball up court. Jackson to Gregory. Gregory tries, pulls it back to Jackson. He's got an opening. Doesn't take it. And there's the Twin Rivers defense. Jackson with a nice steal and a nice layup.
Up left-handed.
Nice steal, nice layup. Back underneath McBroom, get him a couple. And that might do it. 72-26 with 10 seconds left. Minifield still driving, gets a trying to get it over to Gregory, but it goes out of bounds.
I believe that's going to be the ball game.
That'll be it. That's going to end up 72-26 is the final, with Twin Rivers just doing everything they wanted in this game to Malden. Win the game 72-26. We'll be back for a wrap-up in just a minute.
Have you noticed they're all the same guy?
It would be hard not to.
Enjoying the art?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Are you the artist?
I am.
Who is Steve, the doer?
Doer. He's my farmer's insurance agent.
Really?
He gave me the coverage to save my studio. Mina. Hors d'oeuvre, Steve on a stick, salmon skin Steve roll, Steve in a blanket, baklava la Steve. What are you doing?
Well, the name scared me. Skin, Steve, roll.
Planning is your best protection against the unexpected. Let Dennis and Lance Shear of Shear Insurance Services advise you on the best plan. Stop by at 406 North Douglas Street in Malden, or call them at 573-276-4586 for all your insurance needs.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TICC.
Hey, we're back for the wrap-up of the Game 6 of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, where the Twin Rivers Royals just took it to the Malden Greenway, beat them 72-26. And really not a whole lot you can say about it. The Twin Rivers is very, very impressive. You could tell that Malden's been depleted. They have some good young players, but they were just completely outmanned in this game.
Sure was.
And again, Twin Rivers is very impressive. They may have deserved something bigger than a
Sure
than
did.
a
I was
sixth seed.
very impressed with Twin Rivers. Malden couldn't get anything going, but that Twin Rivers defense had a lot to do with that.
No, they wouldn't let them.
That's right.
Malden, they put the small, quick lineup in to try to get the ball up the court, and they had trouble getting the ball up the court. And then when they get it up the court, they couldn't do anything underneath because Twin Rivers' size was too much for them. But even with the Malden's quick team, they had trouble. They certainly weren't any quicker than Twin Rivers. Let's break down the scoring here for the Malden Greenway, who had 26 points. They were led in scoring by Quentin Jackson, who had 9. Andy Matthews had 9. Denton Krigler 4. Dwight Jackson 2. And Tevin Hughes had 2. Again, a lot of scoring, a lot of spread out scoring for Twin Rivers. They had 10 different players in the scoring column. Kyle Oberkramer scored 11 in the first half. Didn't score in the second half. I don't even know if he's shot. Didn't play a whole lot, but he ended up with 11. Brett Whitlock, who had 3 threes, also had 11 points. There were 8 for Matt Boyles, Garrett Stockton, and Ryan Miller. 7 each for Zach Payne, Cole McBroom. 6 points for Randy Moore. Alan Michael Shearer joined in the scoring with 2, and there's also 4 points for Mason Oberkramer, who's another good little legacy player for the Twin Rivers. They got a lot of legacies there.
Yes, they do.
Because you watch them play and say, well, yeah, I've heard of them. I've heard that name. I've heard that name 10 years ago. Yeah, you heard that name. But Twin Rivers went to the foul line 33 times and made 19. Malden only went to the line 4 times and made 3 of them. It was just a total dominant game by Twin Rivers. There's really not a whole lot else you can say about it. Malden comes back tomorrow to play Kennett. Kennett had a disappointing loss earlier in the day. Maybe Malden can rebound. Maybe Kennett can rebound. But that's a good thing about this tournament. You come back, you get spanked one day, you come back and play the next. Malden will go in and play the Van Buren Bulldogs, who are also Twin Rivers will play the Van Buren.
Right.
Van Buren is very impressive. But from what I saw tonight, Twin Rivers ought to win that game.
I think so. I was just real impressed.
I was very impressed with Twin Rivers. And they got 10 guys that are going to play.
That's right.
And they actually played 13. They had 10 guys score. So that'll wrap it up from here. We sure do thank you for joining us, and we'll be back with more from the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Thank you.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare located in Dexter.
I'm joined with Coach Robert Eisen of the Malden Green Wave. Coach, thanks for coming up. Kind of a kind of a tough loss. What do you say after a game like that?
Oh man, you try to motivate the kids and get them to keep their head up and just try to play through it.
Yeah.
You know, play hard. Our big thing right now is getting the kids to play hard and be scrappy, because on this level you really got to step up and compete. So.
Well, if that's something you're trying to do, I think you're accomplishing your goal, because I thought your kids played really, really hard tonight. You know, I thought they were kind of pressured by the Twin Rivers defense and thought that they created a lot of turnovers.
Yes, you know, Twin Rivers did a good job of pressuring the ball and getting us in traps, you know, in the corner. And I'll tell you what, once they got you in the trap, it was a good trap. And you know, we got guys that's small, and you know, I tell our guys, you, at that size, once you get in that trap, you're in trouble. So you need to try to get rid of it before you get trapped. And, you know, they did a good job of, like I say, putting defensive pressure on us, and you know, we just couldn't handle it.
Now, what's your record so far this year?
Right now, we 0-6. 0-6. We start 2 seniors, 1 junior, and 2 sophomores. So, you know, we young right now, so it's kind of a rebuilding year for us. But you know, I thought the Twin Rivers played extremely hard. You know, a good team. They gonna do good later on in the year.
Yeah, they're a pretty tough team, especially right now. Tomorrow night you get to play Kennett. What do you know about them?
I know that Kennett, you know, most of the kids on their team been playing varsity since they sophomores, freshmen. You know, they got all them back, and they're gonna be competitive. I know they like to shoot the 3 a lot and get up and down the floor and play good pressure defense. So, you know, I was looking at the bracket. Either way it goes, it's gonna be a tough one for us. You know, we go other side Van Buren, this side you got Kennett. So we just got to come out and compete.
Well, I'm sure you'll do that, and we appreciate you coming up. Coach
Thanks
Robert Eisen from the Malden Green Wave.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare located in Dexter.
Now I'm visiting with Coach Robert Brown of the Twin Rivers Royals, and they just really took apart Malden this evening. Game was pretty lopsided. What can you tell us about the game?
I was just really pleased with our overall intensity more than anything. We've been struggling a little bit coming into the tournament. We've had some selfish play. I thought some kids could play a little harder than what they've been playing, and our roles weren't clearly defined. So the last 7 or 8 days we've been doing a lot of soul searching, trying to straighten a lot of things out. So their reaction I was very pleased with.
Well, I thought your kids played extremely hard, and defensively I thought you set the tone of the game with the traps and everything. Is that something that you're working off a lot on?
It's kind of our staple point. I mean, since I've been at Twin Rivers, I mean, we played a lot of full court man, try to get a lot of traps, a lot of jumps. We just got to, you know, a lot of times we get ourselves into foul trouble, so we got to watch our foul and make sure we're rotating on the back end. So it was pretty good tonight. Malden has some young, inexperienced guards. I'm sure that had something to do with it, but I thought overall I was still pleased with everything.
Yeah, I thought your defense was pretty good. Now, as far as your leadership goes out there, I'm just taking a guess, but it looks like Kyle Overkramer might be a pretty good leader for you.
Kyle's been a 4-year varsity player. When Coach Vaughn was in Twin Rivers his freshman year, he was playing varsity. Kyle's played a lot of basketball. Kids look up to him, they listen to him, and he's still got a ways to go to become an overall leader. But if he wants to play at the collegiate, you know, small collegiate level, like I think he can, he's got a few more steps to take. But he's a good kid, and he deserves the role.
Yeah, I thought he played pretty well tonight. Another player that I was pretty impressed with was the transfer student, the big kid. I thought he did some nice things for you tonight.
Yeah, Zach, that was kind of a big game for Zach. You know, he came from Malden, and it was kind of an odd situation. But with that said, I mean, he was really looking forward to the game. I mean, he went to school with those kids for quite a few years, and you know, he took a big gamble on us coming there to Twin Rivers for his senior year. And he's a very bright kid, very wonderful kid. I'm glad to have him on board.
Yeah, it seems like it's paying off for both he and for you. Tell us a little bit about tomorrow. Who do you have?
We play Van Buren at 7 o'clock. They had the upset of the day, I guess you could say, against Kennett.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from Puxico, but they're a scrappy bunch. They shoot the three ball very well. They handle the ball very well, quick. And I thought for their size and strength that they rebounded very well against Kennett. So you're going to have to play in every phase.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare located in Dexter.